Next guest had a good time this weekend. The newly minted champion of the PGA with the Wanamaker Trophy. Joining us now on the program, making the rounds, Jason Dufner. Jason, how are you, buddy?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Congratulations on the win. If we told you a week ago you'd win a major and be on the Howard Stern Show, which would be the bigger surprise for you?
The Howard Stern Show, I think, is a pretty big surprise. I think that was the second golfer that he's had on the show. I think John Daly has done it at some point, but, that was a lot of fun.
Did he get you to crack? You're known for that kind of calm demeanor. Did he push your buttons and get you to slide out of that a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. We were just getting warmed up and going, and then I had to cut out. But, it was a lot of fun. He was starting to get to the juicy parts of the golfer's life out there on the PGA Tour, but didn't get too bad.
You've got that reputation for being very calm and very even. Is that what's going on inside, or are you just very good at controlling that fire and coming off as being much more relaxed than maybe you're feeling?
Yeah, I think, I'm just like every other guy out there. There's nerves, there's anxiety, there's pressure that you kind of feel. You know the situation that you're in. You can't be oblivious to it out there. But, just how I handle it is just, I'm not sure how it happened that way, but I think it's very natural for me to come off the way I do. It's not something that's faked or like, I got to try and act calm and cool in this situation.
Have you ever broken a club?
Oh, yeah, plenty of clubs.
What's the over-under on the broken clubs?
Probably, I'd say over 25 in my lifetime. I'm lucky that when I'm playing bad before this PGA, I wasn't on TV or not many people were following me, but that might change now, so I might have to watch myself a little bit.
How aware are you, Jason, of the cameras when you're out there golfing?
They're out there, but you don't realize it while it's going on. You become comfortable. It's just like anything else. The more you do it, the more you're in that environment, the less it seems new and surprising to you.
How different will your demeanor, your style, everything be going forward now that you're going to be viewed as a front runner as opposed to a guy who is trying to climb the mountain and win that first major?
Yeah, that'll be different for me. I'm going to have to see how I adjust to that. There's going to be a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure from people, fans, media, maybe people from my inner circle, even maybe expectations from myself. But I think you got to kind of temper those from yourself. You don't want to expect too much. You just want to keep doing what got you to the point that you had success.
You made your wife a little famous with the hug after getting the win, and you also surrendered the tin of, was it Copenhagen, Skull, Gold River?
Copenhagen.
Bandits? Oh, yeah. Hardcore Copenhagen. Yep. Well, is that something that you have to do to kind of maintain your calmness while you're playing?
No, I've always done it. So, it's just kind of a bad habit. I'm not too proud of it. A lot of people picked up on it, obviously. It's not very hideable out there, but it's just always something that I've done since I've been, in college. And I don't know, just it's a habit, I guess.
Talking to Jason Dufner, the winner of the PGA Championship and the Wanamaker Trophy. Where is the trophy right now?
Trophy is with me in an SUV in New York City driving to do some appearances and some media right now.
Were you awake when the photo was taken of you in bed with the Wanamaker Trophy?
No, I was asleep. I had fallen asleep about 3:30, and I was just kind of looking at it there, and I planned to put it on the bedside table, but I guess I fell asleep, and then one of my buddies took it and sent it to my wife, and she put it on, I think, Instagram. So. Oh,
I saw your hand actually on the trophy. Is this one of these things where I don't want to go to sleep and wake up and this trophy's going to be gone?
maybe, subconsciously I was thinking that, but by the time I had gotten home, it kind of had set in that, I'd won this tournament, and nobody could take my name off that trophy, so.
We talked about how winning the PGA Championship may or may not affect how you are on the course. What about off the course? Does this change you in any way in the way you go about your life?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more opportunities for tournaments, endorsement deals, stuff I'm doing today as far as media and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to learn how to balance a lot of the off-the-course stuff, make sure that I can get enough time to be productive as a golfer and also be productive as a husband. That's one thing that people forget is you got to balance everything out. When you're out there playing on the PGA Tour.
Will there be a Copenhagen hat in the.
They don't allow that on the PGA Tour.
So there would be if they allowed it.
Yeah, that'd be nice, or at least some Copenhagen would be good.
Let's spin it forward. What's got the better chance of happening? You winning the Masters next year, or Auburn winning the SEC this year?
Oh, man. Auburn, we really struggled the last couple of years after the national championship. I feel like Coach Malzahn's doing some right things, but I think it'd be an unbelievable turnaround if they could win an SEC championship this next year. So I'm going to have to go with me winning the Masters next year.
Well, you got an upgrade on the game tickets this year. You'll be hearing War Eagle a lot more out on the golf course, and we wish you all the best going forward. Congratulations on the big win, and thanks for taking a few minutes, Jason.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Jason Dufner, PGA champion. He is really that's the thing. You win that major, you're on Howard Stern, you're everywhere, and you've got to make that adjustment right away. And then you got to go back. I assume he's playing this weekend, right? They start Thursday somewhere. I should have asked him. Do you take a week off? If you're committed to the next tournament, do you say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm staying home this weekend. I need to rest and relax? He's going to be the one guy people want to see other than Tiger Woods.